So I very nearly have this flooded Tesla fully assembled now, so I've got it fully working. Although when I say fully working, I was just putting the glove box back in and it wasn't actually opening. So it's got a solenoid to release it. Very dumb, very basic. You put 12 volts on this, you create a magnetic field, and this gets brought up into it. Except it doesn't. It only goes a certain way in and then jams. Luckily I have a spare of lots of things. So here is a good one and here is the bad one. And it looks as if it's gotten too hot, so it must have had power on it, 12 volts, and melted it. And you probably won't be able to see this, but down the core, yeah, it's all kind of collapsed. It's like it's melted and then fitted itself around. You can see the end here goes tapered, so it's kind of fitted there, so that when it's on its way in, it hits that, it's like melted and holding that taper so it can't go any further. So I'm having to replace this because it's obviously had power on it for a long time and burnt itself out. I had to replace one of the motors that did the steering column adjust for the same reason. And I had to do the motor that does the cinch, the sort of the latch on the boot for the same reason. So obviously, while this car didn't take much flooded damage, like there really wasn't much to replace, something must have got into a couple of these control systems and really upset them. But yeah, very minor things. You know, all these components. What? If you bought that off AliExpress as opposed to from Tesla, I'm not saying I would, but you know, the cost to make that, it's a couple of dollars. Same for the other motors that are burnt out. So you junk your 200 grand car because it's a bit hard going through and replacing a couple of $2 motors. Meh. Well, I've enjoyed rebuilding it, and I'm certainly looking forward to seeing how ridiculously quickly it gets off the line. I still haven't tested that properly. Still don't know quite what I'm going to do with it because it's not ever going to be road legal here in New Zealand, as far as I can make out. I still haven't given up. But yeah, maybe if you want a fully repaired ex-flooded Tesla P100D, get in touch. I'm thinking that it's got to be worth close to, you know, not 100,000 New Zealand, but maybe 80,000 New Zealand. So yeah, if that floats your boat, get in touch. Alrighty, I shall get back to it.